Trump and Netanyahu present United Front at UN as Gaza war dominates debate. United Nations, New York, September 23, 2025 at the United Nations General Assembly today. U.S. President Donald Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu stood firmly aligned in their opposition to unilateral recognition of a Palestinian state, even as global momentum for such recognition grows. In his speech before world leaders, Trump called for the war in Gaza to end immediately, demanding the release of all hostages and stressing the need for direct negotiations. But he also sharply criticized recent decisions by countries including France, the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and Portugal to recognize Palestinian statehood, describing the moves as a reward for Hamas. Netanyahu echoed Trump's stance, vowing that Israel would retaliate diplomatically and militarily against what he described as attempts to bypass negotiations. He defended Israel's ongoing military operations in Gaza as acts of self-defense, while rejecting what he called premature shortcuts to Palestinian statehood. The two leaders' remarks underscored a deep divide at the UN. While some nations see recognition of Palestine as a step toward peace, the US and Israel argue it undermines security and emboldens militant groups. Meanwhile, UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres warned of a worsening humanitarian crisis in Gaza, calling the conflict emblematic of an age of reckless disruption and relentless human suffering. Trump is scheduled to meet with officials from Muslim-majority countries later this week to discuss Gaza and possible stabilization efforts, a sign that Washington is seeking to broaden its role in shaping post-war dynamics. The session highlighted the competing visions for resolving the decades-old conflict, with world powers divided, humanitarian needs escalating, and pressure mounting on the UN to play a decisive role.